committed to you. Fox Carolina, the 6 o'clock news starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shale Remien. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. We are monitoring some breaking news coming out of Dacusville right now. A huge brush fire is burning out of there. Our crews literally just arrived on scene. Our photojournalist Clayton just pulling up there, putting up his live shot as quickly as possible. And he's going to zoom out a little bit so we can see a bigger scope of what's going on. This is on Dove Haven Drive. And even as he was driving in, he was telling us he could see the smoke just pillowing up into the air. Right now, we know that crews are battling at least a 20-acre fire along this avenue right here in Dacusville. Now, we checked in with the Emergency Services Director, Billy Gibson of Pickens County. He says that at least 5 fire stations are responding, as well as the South Carolina Forestry Commission. They have 2 tractors out there, as you can see, and a lot of personnel as well as volunteers are all coming. Now, obviously, this comes too as the National Weather Service has put out a warning about the low humidity that we're seeing. So this is just a reminder, please do not burn anything around this time. We know the call came in just after 4 o'clock this afternoon, so they responded immediately. They do have a long stretch of this road blocked off. It took our crews a while just to get into this area to see what was going on. But again, a brush fire is underway right now, about 20 acres burning. Of course, we're going to be monitoring that situation and be keeping an eye on it for you. Well, an overturned tanker causes quite the mess in Spartanburg County, but some good news. Troopers just updated us a short time ago saying that road is back open. Officials began spreading sand onto the fuel that spilled from a tanker just this morning. Crews are working along Southport Road to clean it all up just outside of Spinks. Now, this happened last night with it overturning, but no word yet on what caused it to overturn. And one person is shot in Spartanburg along Helen Street. Police tell us they responded to the emergency room after the wounded victim was driven there. Now, the driver spoke to police saying she and the victim were trying to buy weed from 2 men. Well, when they didn't buy it, one man got angry and fired at the car as it drove away. One of the bullets, as you can imagine, hit that victim. Now, officers took a look for themselves at the car and found 2 bullet holes along it. The victims did not know the suspect, so at this point, they have not been identified. And we want to switch gears to a look at our forecast. Man, oh man, it was windy out there today. It almost blew away earlier, Brian.
Yeah, and as we mentioned with the news of that brush fire breaking out, the wind is a big part of the reason we're seeing those high fire conditions out there today. And in fact, not expecting it to get much better as we head into tomorrow. We have another red flag warning set to take effect for our Sunday for similarly breezy conditions, low levels of humidity, and just dry weather, of course, like we're seeing out there in the Dacusville area today. Any fire that gets going could get out of control very quickly. So again, for tomorrow, I know it's the weekend. I know everyone wants to kind of kick back, do their own thing, but try to avoid doing any burning of any kind outdoors on our Sunday. Good news, though, is that outside of that on Fox Radar 3D, the weather is at least sunny. That has been plentiful across the area today. Just a few scattered clouds north of the Asheville area as we head into this evening. And that's how it's going to stay as we head into tonight. Clear skies. Winds will back off slightly, but still expect in many spots during the overnight period for it to stay breezy. More pressing issue for tonight is the fact that it's going to be another cold night. In fact, the coldest of this little chilly pattern we've settled into here. Now, on Futurecast, 7 o'clock hour, we continue to see, mostly sunny skies as the day comes to a close. A couple scattered clouds in the mountains, but everybody going into mostly clear conditions overnight, staying that way into the start of our Sunday morning. It's going to be a cold start out there if you're an early riser around 8 o'clock, so make sure you're ready to throw on an extra layer. But as the day goes on, we'll warm up a little bit again and enjoy, while breezy, another round of sunny skies straight on into our Sunday afternoon. But take a look at these temperatures for tonight. Lows in the upstate falling to near freezing around 33 degrees, clear and cold, and even with a west-northwest wind at only 6 to 12 miles per hour. Heading into tomorrow morning, it's going to feel more like the 20s as you're waking up. Winter finding a way to get one little jab in here at us one more time, and that's especially true in the mountains tonight. Lows in the upper 20s. We got frost conditions coming your way there. Mostly clear and staying breezy too. 15 to 25 mile per hour winds, leading to those wind chills feeling, of course, even colder. One more round of cool 50s and then lows in the 20s tomorrow night before we start to warm into the 60s and 70s as we look to the week ahead in the mountains. And for the upstate, 60s tomorrow, 30s again for one more night, 60s and 70s Monday and Tuesday, and even a quick run toward 80 on Wednesday before our next chance for some thunderstorms comes in on Thursday. Shale?
All right, looking beautiful. Thank you so much, Brian. Well, a man passed away weeks after being shot in Spartanburg County. Rashad Williams, just 29 years old, lost his life inside the hospital on Friday. Right now, the shooting investigation remains open and has since March 12th along Bryant Road. Well, an upstate native and Carolina Panthers wide receiver facing charges out of Union County. Officials say Shi Smith bonded out of jail. The former Gamecock was taken into custody Friday afternoon, and we know Union County deputies say Smith was pulled over for speeding along Highway 176. A deputy reported smelling marijuana during that traffic stop. Now, Smith was released on a $6,000 surety bond. Smith played for the USC Gamecocks before he was drafted by the Panthers just last year. Now, he is an upstate native and went to Union County High School. 13 people were sent to the hospital for treatment, after they came into contact with a calf. Now, DHEC reports the calf was on the property along Highway 28 south of Clemson when unfortunately it tested positive for rabies. Now, the calf was too young to be vaccinated at the time, but the agency encourages people with animals to get them their up-to-date vaccines as quickly as possible. And we have a lot to stay on top of for you inside of our newsroom. The best way to stay in contact with us is our free Fox Carolina News app. Again, that big brush fire going on in Pickens County and Dacusville. More than 20 acres burning at this point. We're going to be staying on top of that for you and bring you the latest on the 10 o'clock news.